Welcome, Collective, to Timeless Energy. I'm Barbara. This is a general, timeless read. This is entertainment purpose only. If it does not resonate, do not make it fit. Okay, watch out for scammers in a comment section. This is my disclaimer. It will not be me. I do not reach out. It's not me reaching out to do business of any sort. Okay. I do want to go at length on this next section here. Thank you very much for the liking and the subscribing. If you have not pressed the like or subscribe button, please do so now. I will remind at the end of the video. I am a very, very small channel, and I need all of the support that I can get. Liking and subscribing sends my message out further. It helps me build my channel. I truly, truly, truly appreciate any help in that direction if you have not already done it. Now, I do thank you for donations, always. But in the description box, there is an email linked to PayPal. That is a new email. Please follow the email that starts with the word harmony. Some of my older videos, and these are timeless videos, there is an old email that starts with my name, Barbara. I cannot access any donations sent through that link. So please, in the description box, duly note any donations or contributions of any kind. They need to go through the link in the description box, the email that starts with the word harmony. Okay. Now, today, we do my 3 card. I will be starting off with the holographic tarot. It's really kind of difficult to see that lid. But they're holographic. They're Rider-Waite. They're just pretty and shiny. Okay. And also to clarify today, I will be clarifying with the Learning Tarot cards, which I used the other day for my main message. Okay. Move that light. It actually have a problem sometimes with that light glaring. I will be following with an oracle card today. I'll be using the Runes Oracle. I haven't used those in a while if you watch my channel. So those are the 3 cards we are going to use today. Okay, we're going to pull 3 cards from the Rider-Waite. Spirit guide me, spirit guide me. We've already done the prayer, and we've already saged pretty advanced. We're trying to keep the video around the length of an hour, and so the prayers and the saging have been done already. Spirit guide me, spirit guide me. Ask for the protection of Archangel Michael and guidance, please. Spirit guide me. Protection of Archangel Michael and guidance, please. Spirit guide me. Protection of Archangel Michael. Oh. The first card is going to be the Ace of Pentacles, and I'm setting that right there. Let Spirit guide me, Spirit guide me. The card for the timeless energy message today. Spirit guide me, Spirit guide me. A timeless energy message. Timeless energy message. We have the 7 of Swords. One more card for the message today. Spirit guide me. One more card. Spirit guide me. One more card. Spirit guide me. One. Ooh. Ooh, that's a flyer. Hold on. Let me get that. Oh, oh, oh. out of the deck. Definitely a jumper, and it's the Hermit. There we go. There's our 3 cards. Okay, let's take a look at what we've got here. We'll start with the Ace of Pentacles. Now, Pentacles deals with finances. And here we are, the Ace, with the first Pentacle there. The Pentacles deals with finance, which we already know. Okay? But with the Ace of Pentacles, this is the beginning of the set of Pentacles. It kind of represents a bonus or unexpected something coming in your direction. Now, we don't know what that bonus might be connected to. It could be as something as simple as a loan that you have applied for that comes through for you. Well, it does mean a little bump up. But sometimes it could be a step that you've taken, like an investment or like a business loan, some type of cash injection of some type. Now, this could also be a gift. We're stepping right into the holidays. This could be a gift that's extremely helpful to you, or an opportunity. And this is the thing that people don't understand, even though it represents finances. The Ace of Pentacles is a possible opportunity, a helping hand of sorts. Okay, so it doesn't actually have to be that you've received a gift, an inheritance, or your loan came through. It could be somebody else helping you with assistance that you couldn't get on your own. So this is like the opportunity, the bump up, the stability here. It does have to do with financial stability. So we're not joking there. Okay. But getting on your feet financially, a job possibly, being on the road to being successful at whatever it is that you're doing. Now, the Ace of Pentacles represents the earth signs. So you have all 3 of them. You got Taurus, Capricorn, and Virgo, all 3 wrapped up right up in this little card. All the earth signs. So we're talking grounded and stable. We're talking down to earth. Okay. In some cases, this earth energy could be stubborn. And I've always made jokes about Capricorn being like a goat climbing up a hill. A very, very, very stubborn energy. Virgos could be very practical, but they're perfectionists. And the Taurus energy could be the energy of maybe not wanting to take risks. But they're materialistic in a way. Okay, so all of these earth signs, I would use the word grounded. And with the Ace of Pentacles, like I said, it is the beginning of. It is the opportunity that somebody is opening the door for you in something that you're working on. The first rung of the ladder kind of thing. Or the little bonus that you didn't expect. In some cases, it could be an inheritance. With the Ace of Pentacles, the beginning of a new life. Hey, you have all these opportunities. Let's hope you use them wisely. Now, it does represent like a great reward of something. And it is like the first rung, so the beginning of. And it does have to do with financial, but it isn't necessarily receiving finances. Like I said, in a sense, it's a promising future. Maybe something you have to work for, but an opportunity that you didn't think you would get. That suddenly landed at your feet, so to speak. Okay. Small investments can also be kind of like taking a loan. It was the other way around because you were putting the money in. But the thing about it is the beginning of something. It could be investments that you've made and investments that you've put your time into, learning something that is, going to be rewarded. Putting your time into developing or networking with people that are on the same page as you that eventually will lead to something down the road. Okay. Again, the grounded earth energy. This is an energy that's basically very stubborn. And to reach, whatever you're doing with this energy, it can be determined. Steadfast. It could be a little obsessive. And we need to worry about maybe not being too obsessive about some kind of energies. But if you're practical and you're determined and you're going in the direction that is basically your path. And in a lot of situations when you're working on a goal and you're steadfast and you're determined, that you will be pushed off that path. Oh my goodness. Oh, we all knew that I broke my glasses. They just fell off my nose. Well, there's a confirmation right there. You need to be aware that if you have a goal or if you're on your path, which is a determined kind of fated thing, and everybody's path is different. Okay. In this situation, you're receiving an opportunity. If it's an opportunity, we're going to double check and make sure that actually falls into line with the path that you're planning on going on. Okay? Or the direction that you're actually planning on going in. I know it sounds like a really, really small thing, but we can get swayed off of our fated path very easily by getting an opportunity that's not really meant for us, or an opportunity that is more in the line of maybe being manipulative, not in your best interest. But this is an opportunity, this is a gift, this is not a reward, a gift, an inheritance, an opportunity that opens the door, the start. Okay. Now, with this Ace of Pentacles being an earth sign, you're dealing with the crown chakra. And I like to mention the chakras because with the crown chakra, we are adaptable to change. And your senses are pretty sharp, okay? You're open to new ideas, you're adaptable to changes, but you can receive guidance. Maybe the opportunity comes through a conversation where you have been given advice or guidance, and has absolutely nothing to do with the physical gift. It is the way you look at the energy and how you are comparing it to if you resonate or not with this particular message. Okay? So this could be, the crown chakra could be guidance as well as a gift and other things that I've already mentioned. We all have the perfectionism of the Virgo with the Ace of Pentacles. Now, the Ace of Pentacles in the regular Rider Waite would be material. It would be prosperity. You know, it does say happiness or bliss, but of course, who wouldn't be happy with a windfall? Financial connected, financial new beginnings is really, really strong with the Ace of Pentacles. Stability, financial security, in some cases, abundance. The Ace of Pentacles can also be manifestation. So this could be the energy that you're manifesting. This stability. You're manifesting this opportunity. Okay? But most of it basically says it's there. It's right there. It's like at your feet in that package that was just delivered. Okay? Leading on to the Seven of Swords and the next card for our message. Now, the Seven of Swords, and it is in the upright, has to do with new plans. In some cases, it could do a little bit with fantasy. In some cases. But this is a deceitful energy. Dishonest energy. Now, I know most readers just automatically make the assumption that deceitful and dishonesty being on the Seven of Swords, that you're dealing with a thief. And you might very well be dealing with a thief. In some cases, if you resonate. So here you have a windfall, and here you have deceitful energy. Because the Seven of Swords does have to do with some kind of deceit. Now, you could be deceiving yourself, okay? You could, don't take it personally, but you could be deceiving yourself. It might indicate the need to check the small print on investments if we are dealing with a deceitful energy. So maybe you have an opportunity, but before you sign that contract, I would suggest that you double check the fine print. Now, the thing with the Seven of Swords that most people don't mention is this could be a secret. And, hiding some information from another person and being secret is kind of falling into the same box as being deceitful. Keeping in mind that this read is being done right before the holiday season, this could be the energy of hiding a secret. And this could be the energy of the surprise, the package, the gift. All right? We're spelling it out that way because where I'm sitting right now, right now today, as I'm speaking, we are like full moon eclipse. As I'm speaking. Okay, the moon is conjunct with Pluto. And the Pluto energy is, basically the energy of the Pluto is kind of focusing on the energy of what you need, not necessarily what you have. And it also is the energy and could be trying new things, but it's going to be ingressing into Taurus, and it's going to be in Taurus for a little minute. And the thing about the Taurus is the energy of Taurus is material. Material possessions, materialism, however, whatever way you want to look at it. So we're moving into a Taurus energy. Okay, so instead of focusing on the deception, I think that what we're looking at, and this is my intuitive speaking out about the hidden secret, the surprise. I think the deceit here is actually more likely to be a hidden surprise of some kind. And I think that might have to do with this sudden receiving of something. Because it is right before the holidays, and it doesn't have to be anything big to apply it. It doesn't really have to be anything really big to actually just be the energy or qualify for the energy. Being this secret could also be like, hey, you just found out that you're pregnant and you haven't had a chance to tell your spouse. That is a surprise. Okay? And I wouldn't straight out say that there is somebody out there who's pregnant, but keeping in mind that I did just say that, dishonesty is keeping a secret. And if there is a surprise along those lines coming, and we're right before the holidays, maybe you just found out, maybe you haven't had the right opportunity, maybe you're waiting for a special event to announce the surprise. Okay, so the Seven of Swords is definitely looking like a surprise, a secret. It's being deceptive, but you're holding back here. Okay, you're holding back this secret. Now, the solar plexus chakra is connected. And I think the solar plexus might have a little bit to do with manifestation in a way. But technically, having goals, having the willpower to change anything, to make something your own, to make something happen, this is the energy of the solar plexus. We're talking again the moon, and we're talking Aquarius. Now the moon is squared with Pluto. And what is Pluto? Like I said, the moon with Pluto is showing what you need. It can be trying something new or trying something in a different way, but showing what you need. And we have the moon energy, we have the Aquarius energy. Now, again, stubborn. Aquarius energy is stubborn. Taurus energy from the earth planets is stubborn. We're talking very, very stubborn. So we're talking determination. If it's something that you need, you're pretty determined to get your way. Whether it's, and I do have to say this, to be honest, you're pretty determined to get your own way. Not everybody who's pretty determined to get their own way stops and thinks, if they're hurting other people. With the tarot, we try to avoid the subject of or trying to hurt the people around us. The energy is supposed to be positive. Okay? But usually with this energy of getting your own way, being very determined, being very stubborn, being very determined, is it in the best interest of the person that you're trying to get to make that decision? Because there's always somebody in the circle who's the one who's in charge of making that final choice. And if you're really, really, really determined, and if you have a secret that you're holding back, and it's going to be a surprise, and it has to do with being on the receiving end of something, but is it on the best interest of the people who are involved? Okay, this is why the tarot likes to focus on the positive instead of the negative. If the determination to get your own way is not in the best interest of the people that you're dealing with, and you're actually going to be hurting another person, this could backfire energetically. But what I see with this Seven of Swords is it's not stealing. It's hiding something. It's a secret. It's something that you're not revealing. Now, you might not be revealing something completely, because this energy here is to be in the receiving end of a windfall. an inheritance, a gift, an opportunity. And this energy here is to be determined to get your own way. Now, it doesn't tell me one way or the other whether it is in somebody else's best interest. It only tells me that if the determination is to get your own way, is this in the best interest of everyone? Obviously, it's in the best interest of the person who's very determined. Okay. Now, the Aquarius energy could be that you're dealing with insecure individuals, or one individual that might be insecure. You're dealing with somebody who's insecure and you're very determined to get your own way. You really need to do is take a good look inside. Is this in the best interest of? Because it's very, very easy to manipulate individuals that have insecurities. And this does have something to do with the status quo. So the social status quo, the financial stability, status quo. Okay, so that is what I'm looking at. Speaking of pulling yourself in to reflect, if you are the one who is the determined one, if this message resonates, our next card is the Hermit. Now, the Hermit is the third eye. One of my favorites. And it was intuitive ability. But it's also not only intuitive ability. It's the fact that you understand your intuition, your gut instinct, that you trust it. Well, we're guaranteed that like everybody's intuition is 99% accurate. But if you really, really trust it, you could make yourself believe that your intuition could be 99% accurate. I personally would love to believe that my intuition is 99% accurate, because psychics make a lot more money than I do. Okay? The thing about it is with the third eye, you can solve your own problems very easily. And there is determination here. And this does have to do with the status quo. And this does have to do with secrets. Okay? And it has to do with opportunity. So this here could be you could solve your own problems very easily. It has to do with being able to express yourself as well. But with the Hermit, the first thing that I have always thought of was the Hermit is Mercury. And Mercury rules Virgo and Gemini. I know this because I'm a Virgo. The thing about the Hermit is it suggests that you pull yourself in within. That you remove yourself from a situation and you take a really good look. And this is when a person needs to take a really good look at what their motives are. This is when a person needs to really take a look at, is this in the best interest of everyone involved? Or is it just something you're very determined for the outcome, and irregardless of how the cards fall, this is what you need. So the Hermit basically is saying, whoa, step back a little bit and take a look at the whole picture. Do a little bit of reflecting. What are the true motives here? And that might not be reflecting on your own motives, but maybe reflecting on the motives of others. Fair warning, you cannot assume that you know truly what the motive is if you're dealing with another person, because many of us are not psychic. You can see proof of intention and motives if you watch a person or get to know them well enough. But the truth of the matter is, this Hermit is pulling in. They're taking a look at the entire picture. They're looking at the motives of maybe their own motives. That would definitely take some inner reflection. It is not something that you need to share with everyone, but it is something to stay grounded that you need to understand. Because the first step to being balanced is understanding yourself truly. And again, we go back to hidden things, secrets. Okay, so you're pulling yourself in and you're looking at the motives. You're looking at the motives of other people. Maybe other people who are expecting to be on the receiving end of some kind of windfall or gift. In this case, a windfall or gift that maybe they do not have coming, which would make the Seven of Swords the automatic deception energy of the Thief card, which is really the most common definition of the Seven of Swords. To pulling yourself in and looking at the whole picture. You're dealing with a holiday. Okay, you're dealing with the receiving of gifts. Okay. There is a mental conflict with some people on the gift giving at the holidays, but most people don't think that there's anything wrong with the being on the receiving end of any gifts. Okay, is it on the best interest of? If you're in a situation where the gifts are being given out to all kinds of people, but you're the person that is the one putting out those gifts, are not on the receiving end, an imbalance of some type. So maybe you want to pull yourself in a little bit and reflect on motive. Why are the gifts that are being selected being given? Are you going overboard? Are you in a balanced energy? Is it a situation where you're emptying somebody's bank account because it's the holidays? Okay? You really have to take into consideration the motives. Of course, there's motives with the holidays. It is a great period of marketing. I personally am not sure whether that is originally how the idea of the holiday began. I do have a conflict with sometimes the treatment of people during the holidays, because there are some people that are able to be generous and there are some people that are not. The breaking of bread part, the family dinner, the enjoyment of gathering with the family on the holidays, that was originally. Well, the gifts become elaborate. They're emptying the bank accounts. They are being show-off gifts or potentially bribery gifts or see what I can do gifts. The little hermit here needs to pull themselves back. And in this case, the reflection would be inner reflection on why they make the choices that they are making. Because, like I said, this has to do with gifts. This has to do with opportunities. We are doing this on the day of the full moon. I want to reiterate this. With the full moon conjunct with Pisces. I'm not an astrologer. I just watched the Astrocast. This energy shows where your needs are. Where your real needs are. Okay? It could show where somebody else's needs really are. Okay? Now, this energy could be trying something new, because that's what it basically is. This energy is not going to last forever, because pretty soon here the moon's going to move right into Taurus, and it's going to be in Taurus for a couple of weeks, which has everything to do with materialistic possession, belongings. There's nothing wrong with liking nice things. There's nothing wrong with being able to afford nice things. There's no rule that says if you can afford nice things, that is your responsibility to shower nice things on the people that you know who cannot also afford nice things. We have boundary issues here. The holidays are hard on everyone. And to be fair, sometimes we need to be a little selfish. So I think here that the swords might actually be a secret that's not been revealed. And I think here that the Hermit energy is the pulling in, the inner reflection, and I do think that has to do with your boundaries. That has to do with the choices that you're making and why you're making them. And it has to do with motives. It is shouting, shouting, shouting motives. So when you do your inner reflection, you need to take a really good look at the motives of others before they are on the receiving end of this great windfall, this great opportunity, or this great gift. Okay? I think that actually is a pretty good solid base. And we're going to add clarifier cards. I'm using the Learner deck. I'm going to pull one card for everyone. The first card that I pull from the Learner's deck is going to be to clarify the Ace of Pentacles. Spirit guide me, Spirit guide me, Spirit guide me. Spirit guide me, Spirit guide me, Spirit guide me. What a clarifier for the Ace of Pentacles. Oop, too many. Spirit guide me. Clarifier for the Ace of Pentacles. I think we flipped one. Ah, no, doesn't count. Clarifier for the Ace of Pentacles. Spirit guide me, Spirit guide me, Spirit guide me. Clarifier. Oh, that's kind of obvious. Oh. Clarifier, clarifier. Clarifier for the Ace of Pentacles. Spirit guide me, Spirit guide me. Okay, with the Ace of Pentacles, remember, we have the gift, the opportunity, the windfall. Now, in the upright, this is returning to one's roots. Which actually, during the holiday season, don't we? The energy basically is returning to the roots. The family gathering and that energy. And we're coming up on Thanksgiving. We haven't had that yet. This is the eclipse. Today is the eclipse. But children, childhood memories, past influences, nostalgia, reunions, playfulness, youthfulness, innocence, creativity, kindness, goodwill, simplicity, childishness, immaturity, sharing gifts, charity, family, and support. Now, this actually speaks a lot of gifts, and it speaks a lot of family, and it basically shouts Christmas. And what I've seen right here, even with the Hermit going within and looking at the motives, this did say opportunity, this did say gifts, this did say windfall. This could be connected to an inheritance, but what I'm looking at here is family and reunions. Now, there might be a little bit of immaturity in the sharing part. There might be some influence, and the influences or the influential people would be connected to your childhood. So, hey, you've got family connected to like the holidays, and you have memories connected to the members of the family. Okay, so this is going to influence or impact your decisions. And that is not always in a positive way. But it is shouting gifts. It is shouting opportunities. It is shouting surprise and unexpected, in a way, is what I see, because of the secret. Okay, so let's clarify the secret. Here's the Seven of Swords. We need to clarify the Seven of Swords and give me a little better insight on the Seven of Swords. Remembering the Seven of Swords is the solar plexus, or the solar chakra, sorry. Okay, the solar chakra has that willpower where you can change things. Okay, to remind you, you also like have goals. Okay, and it's really nice to have goals, but what if the goals require that you have supplies, tools, education? Okay, it's always nice to have goals. But with the Seven of Swords, we have, Spirit guide me, a clarifier card for the Seven of Swords. Okay. Resilience. So what is that? Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. The Nine of Staffs, or rods. Resilience. And it was in reverse. Refusing to compromise, give in, being stubborn, again stubborn energy here, stubborn energy here, stubborn energy here. Okay, obstinate, the last one standing. So there's some stubborn energy in this spot. We just clarified that the Seven of Swords could be a little bit of the stubborn. We had stubborn energy here. We had stubborn energy here. But what did we say about this? We said that the secret might be. We didn't say that somebody's trying to take something, which could be the case. Somebody could be trying to benefit from something that they do not have coming from you. And, to be honest with you, if you don't have it, they shouldn't be asking. And if it's not theirs, they shouldn't be asking. So yes, by all means, set up boundaries. But what I saw was hiding a secret of some type. And what I see is being stubborn. Whatever this situation is, this energy is putting your foot down. And the answer might be no. If it is somebody that's expecting to be on the receiving end of some kind of gift, windfall, or assistance that stepped up, okay, and this is being kept secret, but the answer is no. So it might be a situation that you're not having a conversation with everyone, which would make it deceptive, would make it secret. The deceptive part of the energy could be that the person who wants that step up, the person who wants that assistance, is not being honest. And in one energy here, basically working out on your own. If you want something bad enough, you should at least try to get it on your own. You shouldn't be asking somebody else for it. Whether or not they've got tons more than you do or not. You'll actually appreciate it more and probably do it better if you don't expect somebody to hand it to you. If it's a situation where you couldn't possibly get it on your own, you know what, to tell you the truth? You could put the person you're asking in an uncomfortable situation. This is a secret. And this is being stubborn or obstinate about it. Whatever you're doing, whatever it was that you're doing, you could very well be putting somebody in a bad situation. Maybe not, but you could be. It has to do with the step up. It has to do with the gift. It has to do with something that's secret. It has to do with a connection in some way to family. And I did point out that Christmas is coming. So it could be the secret of a gift that's underneath the Christmas tree. It could be much larger. If it resonates, it resonates. Please do not make it yours if it's not yours. Okay, let's clarify the Hermit card. Now, the Hermit card is like the reflecting part. Oh, as you're looking at, you're going in within, you're looking at the motives. Because you know what? I'm not a psychic, but I saw the word motive. And I don't know why that triggered me, But you're going inside yourself and you're reflecting on the motives. So maybe it is that you are having people that are asking for that help. And you're looking at this motives and you're going, wait a minute. And you're having to be stubborn about it. You're having to be determined. You're maybe having to be a little secretive about things. Which, you know, hey, I could never keep a secret. The Hermit. The Emperor. Now with the Emperor, stability, structure, protection, authority, control. Being practical, focus on your discipline, try to be logical. This could be an older man, a father figure. It doesn't need to apply in gender-wise because it could be head of household, male or female. It could be the person in charge, male or female. So we're not focusing on gender with the Emperor. The basic message is stability is the priority. So you're going within and you're looking at motives. You're going within and you are looking at whatever it is that is being manipulated by family. Now, this could be a manipulation in your own head. You are connected on a level of truly caring about members of your family, and you are in the holidays. So, in your mind, you are manipulating yourself to go way over your budget. Okay, this is family. Alright, but in this Emperor energy, if you go in and you reflect, find your inner peace, and do some reflecting. First of all, are the choices that are being made in this message putting someone at risk? Is it truly balanced? Is it jeopardizing your own goals? Because the energy of the chakra here was you have goals, you have plans. With this Emperor, you need to sit down and you need to be practical. You need to have discipline. Okay, if you're going to be in charge of something, you need to be a practical person with discipline anyways. To be quite honest, you're not going to get anywhere in life if you can't be disciplined and a little bit on the practical side. And if you're pulling yourself in to look at motives, maybe they aren't your motives. Maybe your energy is looking at somebody who's maybe wanting that step up, and you're taking a look at motives. Now, there is absolutely nothing wrong with somebody needing help or a step up. But this deceptive energy here basically tells me that this energy is that it's time to pull back and look at the entire picture. Because if you have the ability to help somebody, that's not going to last very long if it keeps going out one end and there's nothing coming in on the other side. I know we're famous at the holidays of really overextending ourselves, but this could actually happen all year long. This could be the job opportunity that your second cousin really, really wants. But to be honest with you, you've got two people working in the company that have already put in over 10 years, and they're way overqualified for that same job. And your second cousin lives 3 states away and doesn't know anything about the subject. They just really need a job. You need to take a look at the motives. You need to look at, is there a situation where somebody is basically going to be benefiting? And that's the only reason that they're going to be benefiting. Is it a situation where somebody could get hurt in the long run? Or left out? Because I'm constantly watching the readers say, and this is recent, by the way, things like somebody else wants your spot. Well, if you're dealing with a job and you're a supervisor, of course somebody wants you to get fired, because you know what? There are probably 500 people in that company that want to apply and have your job to run everything. Chances are, if you did get fired because somebody pulled something in the background, some kind of deceptive energy got you out of the picture, they probably wouldn't get that job anyways, because there are so many other people that will be applying for it. The honest truth is, if you do bad things, you're going to get negative energy. But I hear all the time, somebody wants your spot, they're going to replace you. They're going to move you out of the picture. This also happens in families. The family dynamic of being in control. The family dynamic of the father figure being the emperor and the authority. The one who gives the advice. The one who controls the person who makes the decisions. Okay? The thing is the person giving the advice doing it to benefit from it themselves? Is the person giving the advice, if it's a member of your family that's giving advice, okay, is there a motive? Is the advice on a situation going to put one person on the throne and take another person out of a situation where they truly deserve to be? This could work in many different ways. But what I saw here originally, this is a Virgo energy. This is the energy of perfection. This is the energy of being practical. This is the energy of a hermit who is most effective in solitude, which means a hermit will remove themselves from the group, and that's when they get their best work done. That doesn't mean that they don't want to be a part of the group. That just means that they need to remove themselves to hold on to their balance, to focus on what it is that they need to actually be getting done. And this would be for the benefit of not only themselves, but for everyone involved. I don't know if you've ever dealt with a Virgo, but have you ever seen one lose their temper? Okay, I'll tell you what's worse than a Virgo losing their temper would be a Virgo that has completely lost their balance because they don't have the time or the space to separate themselves from. But this is separating yourself. The energy does not have to be a Virgo. Anybody on the zodiac could be the one who needs to step back and look at that whole picture. And that is what this message is. That is what this message is. I weaved in the Christmas and holiday scenario because today it is an eclipse. Today's an eclipse. Okay, so the moon is squared with Pluto, and the Pluto energy is the energy of focusing on what you need. Okay, and that is the day that I am doing this read. When you see it, the moon might not be square with Pluto. When you see this, the moon might not be square with Pluto. But the message seems to be focusing on something that you need. Or somebody else focusing something on what they need and looking at you because you have it. Okay, let's get a runes oracle card and get this going here. Okay. A runes oracle. Spirit guide me. We need one runes oracle. Spirit guide me. One oracle for today's timeless energy. Too many. Spirit guide me. Spirit guide me. Oops. Too many. These are a little harder to shuffle. Spirit guide me. Spirit guide me. One runes oracle for today's timeless energy. It's protection from Archangel Michael. One runes oracle for today's timeless energy. Ingwats. This symbol of vicinity renewal. The rune that symbolizes fulfillment is a reserve of energy waiting to be developed and used. Now, the first word that I couldn't pronounce because, I'm not really educated is Fecundity. I'm not quite sure if that's a word for monetary because, that's what's been sticking out. That this situation is like pentacles. The deception here and the pentacles. But symbolizing the reserve of your energy. This could be the reserve of your pentacles. Because what I see here is that some energy is pulling back and taking a look at motive. And you've got the Thief card here, which I have tried politely to say that there is something being hidden, something that's being deceptive, but it is technically a Thief card. And you have here a gift, a windfall, an opportunity, maybe somebody wants, or maybe that you have. The thing is here, it says here that you need to reserve your energy. The chakra in this card here says you have goals. And that's what's sticking out here. If you have goals and you don't reserve your energy to reach your goals, and you end up just handing out all kinds of gifts or opportunities left and right to undeserving people. And this here basically says family to relatives. And this basically says we're right on top of Christmas. So I wouldn't be running around and taking the money that you got in the bank and buying cars for everybody in your family. This basically says reserving your energy. If you have goals and you plan on meeting those goals, you need to pull back and reserve some of your energy. And that doesn't just mean family, that also means friends. Because if you're a very generous and open-handed person, your friends can do it to you as well. Sometimes your friends are your family. But basically, if you plan on getting ahead and reaching those goals, you need to be a little more conservative. And that is what the rune card says. Okay. Well, I'm not sure if the message resonates with you or not. I do appreciate the fact that you came and visited with me today. Definitely. Definitely. Timeless Energy is a very small channel. And I'm not having the support because I'm new. Press that like button, press that subscribe button, and help my channel grow if you haven't done it already. That is the main thing that will help me get my little messages out. And I do hope you enjoyed my little message. I do hope that if it's your first time with Timeless Energy, that you come back and visit with me again. And you have a nice evening. And since the moon will be moving into Taurus, and we're focusing on material and what we need, and the holidays coming up, I do hope you do enjoy your holidays and have a nice month of November.